What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to be discussing our goal for our free-to-play account, because we are going to try to play it as optimally as possible, which also means trying to build the heroes in the correct order to get us the most progress possible. And we've had a lot of discussions on it. We've talked about a lot of different build potential, and I think it really comes down to a lot of people agreeing with this. Number one, the hero that is by far the best hero to build first in this game is Eloise. Why? Because Eloise is going to take you from the early game all the way to the end game where she finally drops off in value. She's going to get you C-Lane 20 done at like E3, something E2, E3. She'll get you really good progress everywhere. She can do mim waves in Tower of Oblivion to get you to Tower Dream really quickly with help of maybe like a Tix or something. She can do everything. She's solid everywhere except PvE damage. She might struggle against guild bosses, but even at that, she has a really insane heal. Like, her healing is just amazing. Which means against the harder guild bosses, she'll be able to live longer, which means more damage. So it's kind of like it evens out. She'll be able to live longer in broken spaces. She'll just be much better overall than any other hero. One complaint I've heard is like, Barry, there's no way you can get enough hero copies. Except 4 to 5 people in our community have said that they have force built an Eloise as their first E5 hero, and they still managed to get more copies of Eloise without using relics, just from all the chests we've gotten nowadays, before they had the food build it. Now, I don't know if they're playing optimally. With Christmas, Chinese New Year coming up, it should take us about 1 month to get the food required to build the Eloise, because there's going to be more puppets and stuff coming our way. Next week, we're going to be starting with a guaranteed chest from our Sky Labyrinth event. Depending on what the mysterious chest event has, there's a potential that 8,000 chests could have a chest in it as well. So having a second Eloise copy is potential. And then, of course, you have things like Super Wishing Fountain and stuff like that. Now, you don't get many Eloise copies, sadly. So there is a potential that we might pivot instead to building someone like Penny as our first E5. And if we pick one of them to be our first E5, chances are the other one is going to be our second E5. Penny, you can get... Actually, I think you can get Penny just about everywhere now. You can get her from Brave Trial. Can you get her from the new Altar Store? Yes, you can get her from the new Altar Store, which is crazy. Guild Store? You can get her from the guild store. There's so many ways to get Penny copies. She's probably one of the easiest to build behind someone, say, like Garuda. But we don't want to build Garuda as the first E5 because we want to highly prioritize C-Land 20. C-Land 20 is important because then you get more 4-star shard income and you can really start building heroes extremely fast. So either Penny or Eloise will be our first E5. The nice synergy they have is if and when we build our second E5, they're both Rangers. They share guild tech, so we can continue to max out that single guild tech before moving on to another class. We will most likely be building the first hero up to a V1 or V2, depending on how lucky we are with spheres. Then we will start on the second hero. After that, after we build those two, I think we are going to hard pivot over, not to Olivia, to Garuda, because we will need Garuda to get C-Land 20 done pretty easily. Once we have some imprints on her, a maxed out pet, things like that, she will get C-Land 20 done. And at that point, she is ready to be swapped to a Rogan. Now, when we're going to swap to Rogan, I don't know just yet. Chances are the first week of the Heroic Scroll event, we should be getting, where are they? We should be getting 5 soul symbols, because I imagine we're going to be able to have enough scrolls to do 300 summons. Normally, we get about that many on a free-to-play event. I think at Anniversary, when we did it, we had like 500 scrolls, which was crazy for a whole loop. But there should be a way to get that done. So we will have the swap material at some point to swap the Garuda over to a Rogan. Now, we don't know if we want to do that immediately, but that pretty much covers our first 3 E5 heroes. That should take only about 3 to 4 months to accomplish. In the meantime, we will be pushing Tower of Oblivion with our Eloise. What we are going to do at that point is build a 10-star Tix to help push and finish out Tower of Oblivion. We're not going to take the Tix over 10-star. 10-star is plenty. As long as he has an active ability in round 1, he will get his damage out. He'll then become a ghost. Eloise will live on. We should be able to clean up on Tower of Oblivion and get to Tower of Dream as fast as possible. At that point, once we get to Tower of Oblivion or Tower of Dreams, we will then feed off the Tix to our 4th E5 hero, which will most likely be a Waldeck. Waldeck has one of the easiest Sealand 20 clears in Abyss. He's a pretty good supporter too with his Blood Frenzy, which is nice. And then when his usefulness is up, again, I don't know when we would be able to do it, we will swap him into an Ignis, because we will need Ignis for things like Realms Gate, Vortex, Arc, all those places like that. Ignis really pays off, mainly because of her energy feeding, her damage reduction, and her 100% control immunity. So, 4th hero done. Pretty much the plan, I think. And then moving from there, that is our 4th E5 hero. We probably won't be swapping Ignis yet. I feel like we'll swap Garuda into Rogan before that happens, because we also have to save up soul symbols. In the meantime, we will have probably built around a 9-star Drake as our 5th E5. We should be coming around more light and dark hero chests, especially with Chinese New Year and Christmas having such good rewards. We might get extra dark copies, you never know. So we will most likely build him as our 5th E5 around month 5 to 6. We will get Dark Sealand done, which means we will need to also build probably like a 10-star carry, or at least a 9-star carry and a bunch of Amun-Ra's to get it done. But by then, that should be not too difficult. Then we have the big decision, because around the 6-month mark, you can build your first Transcendence hero, so long as you've been playing perfectly well, no mistakes, good events, all that fun stuff. Well, we are going to make sure this Penny stays alive and good on our account until we're going to use soul symbols and swap her into a Shia. Now, why Shia? Well, because then that Shia can be converted into Sword Flash Shia as our first Transcendence hero, because as good as this man is right here, still nobody holds a candle to Sword Flash Shia. She's still by far the best first E5 hero to build. And yeah, that kind of covers the first 6 months of the account. Of course, we will try to build a Russell in the meantime, unless the new light hero coming at Christmas is like just God tier. I mean, he might, whatever it is, might be good, but Russell is an easy Sealand 20 clear. And then at that point, we have every single Sealand covered with our first E5 that we build in each faction. The nice thing about Waldeck is he does share guild tech as a ranger with the other 2 rangers, Penny and Eloise. So it's really going to come down to, can we build Eloise first, or are we going to have to build Penny? So what do you guys think about the plan? Would you change any of that? I think this is the golden ticket to like the perfect free-to-play account, honestly. You guys let me know in the comments down below, what is your plan if you're going to participate in the free-to-play challenge, or are you just going to wing it? So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. See you guys next time.